Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft 365 with me, Grandpa Gray. And got a couple things to show you. I've got a mod in that's recording in the background, kind of like replay mod, but not replay mod. I think it's called Flashback. And I'm not going to say too much about it because this will be my first time using it. And so let's see if I can learn it. And can an old dog learn new tricks? Maybe I can get to the point where I can actually do some third-person builds and stuff. That would be nice, but again, I'm not making any promises. I also put in a dark background. Again, it helps my eyeballies work better. But let's look around. I've got a couple of sand here, and I've been doing going around. That's my hammer that I just threw away because it's broken. But I've been doing a little bit of work over here, and I've got a new approach, and that is I'm going to work on this a little bit off screen every day and see how far we get. I got a bunch of dirt in my inventory, so let's fill this up if we can. And full disclosure, I summoned this sand in creatively. I spent probably 12 hours in the last few days off screen working on this. So yeah, it's a lot. And you think that I would get to the point where I'd say, let's just add world edit and do the project that way. And by project, I mean the goal is to fill in all these connections between the islands. I still got to do all of this up here and these other waterways, but you know what? We're not even a month into the series, and I'm just going to go with it. And by the way, World Edit would be another program that I would have to learn how to use. And I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm saying, do I want to? So, are we going to make real progress here? I also went around this little section, and did I point out that we fixed the outer section there? I'll show you in a minute when we get there. Rub some dirt on it. That's what this episode's about. And we are on day 25. I apologize for getting the days mixed up. My roommate, Mama C, says that my confusion comes in because I'm also playing hardcore once more on Fridays, and that's throwing me off. And you know what? She might not be wrong. I even got a journal notepad that I keep in front of me to try and document everything. By the way, yesterday was Tipsy Drifter. That's my oldest son's gamer name. And he turned 40 yesterday. Today, my daughter-in-law, married to my youngest son, has a birthday today. I won't tell you how old she is. And Lady Gractor. Gractor is my youngest son's gamer name, so we'll call her Lady Gractor. Happy birthday to you guys. Thank you for all the views, all the comments, all the likes on the videos. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to those of you that are new. What did I say I was going to do? I was going to show you something. See how we finish this. And just put one strip of sand there. I left the majority of the beach there. And one of the primary reasons I went into creative mode was not so I could cheat the sand in. Well, I mean, obviously that's what I did, but it was because the desert and mesa area that I have designated is getting devastated, and the compass, the nature's compass, I don't know how to look up a different one. In other words, you look up a desert and it gives you the coordinates to the closest one, which is fine. But what if you have to go to another one after that? Maybe you guys know. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. I would appreciate the help. But anyway, this is that other little bitty section. And again, we're just rubbing some dirt on it. And if you're looking at it going, your random tick speed is set to 35 and the default for the game is 3. Well, that's when you get down into the game rules and random tick speed of 3, and you just add a 5 to the 3 that's already there, and that's how you end up with 35. And then, like I said yesterday, that's because at my age, I ain't got time to wait around for things to grow, you know? Remember, folks, you're never too old to game. Game on. And some of my best experiences with my family and friends have been through gaming. And there it is, folks. We're out of dirt. But are we really? No, I didn't mean to just go back and get that one dirt. I just saw it there. I think I might have some in my shocker box. Let me go check. Because like I said, if I can get this done off screen in the next 30 days or so, that would be good. Nope, we're out of dirt, folks. Unless, don't forget your backpack, Ray. Yep. We're done, folks. Alright, let me get this shocker box. And I'll leave the crafting table. This is an extra bed I made up. I'll leave that here. Do we want to go to the deep dark? Try that again today. Try to get to the deep dark I'm talking about. I don't know what happened yesterday, but let's teleport ourselves. See? It's like did I not dig any of this out before? I thought I did. Maybe I reset my world, because I know I was having trouble with with the game, especially when I was trying to download my hardcore world. And that's again another one of those things where I was thinking about switching from CurseForge to Modrith, and I got going into Modrith, and I realized that we're at Bedrock, folks. What happened to the Deep Dark? Are you telling me that the Deep Dark is not at the bottom of the world? Is what it sounds like. Do we have to go up to get to the Deep Dark? Let's look at the mini-map to see if it tells us. Well, doesn't tell me much. That looks like a geode, and that looks like a geode. I'm confused. And yes, I know, I'm digging straight up. And you see that sand falling? That's why you don't do that. But up we go. We're gonna find it. The Deep Dark, I mean. It's hard to see through that red of that. Let me turn that waypoint off. Let's see here. Can we change to layers in the cave? Vertical chunk. Nothing's indicating. So, I mean, this is just a suggestion that the compass, Nature's Compass, gave me. So, but I want to find it. Look at you, Gray, being all brave. I do want to get this redstone also because we need the XP. That's why we're trying to find the Deep Dark, because my warden is turned off in the game rules, and I want to harvest stuff in the Deep Dark to get the experience to open up the rest of my backpack, the rest of these slots and these slots over here. I ain't got time for that. Is that my theme? Nobody got time for that? Okay. Maybe up here we'll find some Deep Dark. If we were to look around. I got the beam turned off, so let me put a torch there. Let's go exploring. I can't pass it up. I want to, but I just can't bring myself to do it. Okay, and then over here, there's some redstone. Again, we want to do that for the experience. Rain down on me. Let it rain. I need 12 levels It's pretty bad when you're going around looking for resources and stuff so that you can level your backpack. Do I need more copper, folks? Well, yeah. You can't call yourself the Copper King if you let the copper where it was. You got to let that copper sing. Okay, I don't even know what that means, but I said it. I'll own it. Lapis lazuli. Don't even know if that's how you're supposed to say that. Let it rain. Give me that XP. We're going to get XP from this iron too, but we don't get that until after we smelt it down. Oh, diamonds. Yes, please. Got 4 diamonds. I don't have any fortune on my pick, so I'm just getting what the game is offering me. Gold. I like gold, but I'm not going for it. Is anybody seeing any? Whoa, 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 don't go off the waterfall into the lavas. There's another diamond. Are you brave enough to go over there and get it? I'm brave enough. I'm brave enough. Okay, maybe not that brave enough, but I want to get around the corner here. I want to give myself more of a low platform here is what I'm going for. Yes, I know. I broke the block that was already in the spot I was looking for. Sometimes I do that in my haste to not make waste, and then I end up wasting time. Anyway, here's the beauty of this. Watch. Vein miner. Oh, it didn't get that one. Okay. I thought I was going to be sneaky there and get me a... Okay, this is going to... Hold on, folks. I got to shift over, dangling off the edge with my toes curled up. There we go. One more there, just to keep it from falling. That's the idea anyway. Got 9 diamonds now, and we still have not found any of the deep dark. Swim across. There's a abandoned mine shaft over there. More diamonds. Up to 10. I like how the chains hang it from the ceiling now. That's pretty cool. There's some more iron. Okay. Somehow this part does not look safe. And that part looks scary. I kind of want to get over there, but I think I got other waypoints that will already get me there, unless that's a different mine shaft, which it could be. Let's go back this way. Remember, the goal is to find deep dark. Now my question, and this is, I don't know the answer to this either. If I turn off the warden, does that also remove the deep dark from the game when you set the game rule before you ever create the world? I don't know. I didn't think that through. There's got to be some deep slate somewhere. Not deep slate. I'm looking at deep slate. 11. On the diamonds. Well. All right. I don't know the answer. I mean, I don't know if we should just go back to our waypoint over here and just keep digging up. All the way to the surface, or until we find the deep dark. Like I said, I don't know the answer. I guess we could theoretically put some torches on this, light it up a little bit better. I do have the brightness full bright mod. Were you collecting deep slate, Grandpa Green? Because guess what? You got some deep slate. We're getting into stone. Oh, I think that reminds me. Hold on a minute. I'll show you something else. You see my stone texture? Resource pack. Default HD 128. I took Faithful 64 out and put in this default HD 128. And this is that dark default dark mode. So I haven't been checking the map to see is it changing anything topography wise. What level are we on? Now we're way up at level 13, 12 or 13. That's crazy sauce. So maybe there's no deep dark in my world, folks. And maybe that's my fault. Let me know if you know. More iron. Yes, please, and thank you. Hammer's gonna break. But are we gonna make it out? Are we gonna make it out of here alive? I hope so. I hope so. I said, the hammer's going to break, but I think, do I have another one? No, I don't. By the way, if you're wondering where the oars are going, they're popping automatically into my inventory. There it goes. When it doesn't do the 3x3, then you know you broke it. Okay. So let's do a little something something. Safety net. That's what that's called. Now we take our hammer and we throw it out. See ya. Drop down a couple of our torches. Grab our what, Gray? Grab our birch. Yeah, that's the ticket. Make a crafting bench. That's the ticket. You know what you need to do, Gray? You need to fix your inventory. Put some stuff in your shocker box. What are you carrying around here? Get all this stuff out your box, man. Redstone, ingots, all the happy things. Sort that out. We got 3 torches we could get put there. Put the wood in there. Sort that out. Yes. Now, speaking of sorting, are you going to lose your shocker box? No. Now, Gray. Yes, sir. Did you just put your iron in your shocker box that you're going to use to make your hammer with? I did. You know what? I think a better use of those leaves would be to make charcoal out of the birch. I'm out of time. What? Well, people, I hate to leave you on a cliff hanger. Whoa, almost fell off. It's a tight view. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking me out. I do appreciate it very much. And if you know anything about that deep dark situation, let me know in the comments below. Again, thank you for the views, the likes, and the comments. And I will see you again tomorrow. Take care. Now, what was I doing? Making charcoal. That's what I was doing.